I really don't expect good news anytime soon, or, you know, ever. It's kind of bad to say. It's just, I guess it's just to show how cynical I am. But I'm glad to know that Atlus is keeping their word after their success from Persona 4 Golden coming to Steam. And yeah, they're they're actually listening. Who would have believed? It's truly amazing. I I'm very impressed with, like, not only coming to PC for Persona 5 Royal and Persona 3, but also with Xbox. I don't recall Atlus, like, much of Atlus activity on Xbox ever. I don't recall. And this is probably because I'm new to the Persona series. Like, Persona 5 was my first entry, and I never really played any, I wouldn't say, no, never played an Atlus game outside of, like, Demon Souls or Dark Souls. Like, Dark Souls is published by Atlus, right? Technically? Yeah, I think so. I mean, let me know if I'm wrong. But they didn't announce it during their actual announcement on the Xbox showcase. But Gematsu says right here, the updated yesterday, that the PlayStation 5 and Steam will be receiving both Persona 5 Royal, Persona 4 Golden, and Persona 3 Portable. Now, I've heard from the fans that, like, the best version of Persona 3 is called FES, and I think it has a different protagonist. I'm not 100% sure about that, but it makes me wonder if they're gonna, like, do what they did to that version of Persona 3, what they did with Shin Megami Nocturne, I believe, where they just kind of remake it or remaster it in a much more polished way. I'm not 100% sure about that, but either way, I'm glad to see more Persona games becoming more accessible now that PC sweaties don't have to emulate them now. But nonetheless, another thing that I wanted to check out was, like, what else could Atlus bring? Because they said they wanted to do more. They have a massive back catalog. Like, list goes on all the way back to, like, 1987. Jesus, that's wow. With the Shin Megami Tensei. Well, this wasn't really called Shin Megami, but nonetheless, like, I just checked out their website, looked at their classic titles. This is what I got, and already game like Dragon's Crown, which I loved. I freaking loved when I played, like, either a demo of that game, but it wasn't the full game, and I didn't own it for Vita or for PS3, but oh my god, it was so fun, and it looked beautiful. It was my first Vanillaware game, and it is available on PS4. But the thing about, like, putting your games on PC, it's just it's timeless. It's accessible as hell. Like, I think ideally I would love to see all games come to PC, and eventually in certain ways they do, but in a more official sense. Going back to their, like, back catalog, you can see there's a lot of titles. If you've played JRPGs or RPGs, you probably heard of them, like Etrian Odyssey, sorry. Gugnir, Growlancer, I've heard of that. Persona 2, Persona 1. These two are, like, they're different from the 3, 4, and 5, from what I hear, and from what I've seen too, aesthetically. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure the team that's been running the Persona games, like the main games, didn't come in until Persona 3 and afterwards. But it is kind of weird. Maybe they're remaking these two and they're just not telling us, but who knows? And continuing on, Shin Megami Tensei. Oh, Devil Survivor, and I think there's like a Devil Summoner. I don't know what the difference is, but God, it's like trying to like DC Infinite Crisis. I just don't know where to go. But it's clear to see that there's just so much. This is all money they could be making on PC if they just ported everything like properly. And it's just good income for them, and PC players, we just get more JRPGs. Something that, as far as I'm aware of, only like Falcom has invested seriously into, and that's just because they started out on PC. I mean, Square Enix is coming around, Capcom is definitely coming around, which is this is just awesome, because like Resident Evil, Devil May Cry, Dragon's Dogma 2, hopefully we'll eventually get it. Monster Hunter, I know that fan base is huge. It's so, the word I'm looking for is ubiquitous. And I think that just describes the PC gaming landscape in the best form, because not just the modding, but optimizing, playing the games at the settings you want to play, like changing the settings so that they can run for your system. Now, I understand console gaming, you don't have to worry about that stuff, and it's probably by far the most convenient way to play, honestly. But the state, I mean, console gaming is in a weird place right now. It's hard to find PS5s. The Nintendo Switch is, as time goes on, is becoming more and more underpowered compared to its competitors, like with the PlayStation. And Xbox Series S and X, it doesn't seem like it's going to be of value until 2023. And even then, it's kind of weird, because then they'll probably release a pro version of the Series X. And the reason I'm saying it's not going to be until like 2023 when the Xboxes become a value is because of Game Pass, which is available. Almost all of their games are available on PC, $15 a month, and then you can play whatever. That is if you don't want to buy them on Steam. But going back to Atlus, like, look at this, man. This is just money sitting on the table for this guy, for these companies. Like, if they move all this, players will go nuts, man. And it's even some new games, like they're bringing Soul Hackers 2, not the first one. Just like with Persona 5. We're gonna put in Strikers, Persona 5 Strikers, which spoils like the ending to Persona 5 or some of Persona 5 Royal, but not the base game. We're not gonna put in Persona 5 yet, and that may have been for contractual obligations with Sony, probably, because it was a PlayStation exclusive as far as I remember. Nonetheless, going back, like 13 Sentinels, like where is it? I saw you. Yeah, right there. Vanillaware's most recent game. I heard amazing things about this. Shin Megami Tensei 5. That's a Switch exclusive. However, I don't know for how long. It doesn't seem to me, for Atlus, I don't think it's in their, I don't know how much money they're getting from their exclusivity deals, but it's like I have a strong feeling you would make a ton of money if you just released it everywhere. Maybe I'm just letting my fondness for PC, my bias show, but I mean, what do you guys think? Am I crazy to think this way, that exclusivity is just hurting Atlus more than it's helping? I mean, to say I don't care about them financially, in a financial sense, is, I would say, incorrect, because I, as a consumer, as a fan, want more Persona games, more games like Catherine, more Vanillaware games. Ideally, I want to stick to one system, and like I said, ubiquity in PC. But I don't know. See, I don't know if I'm coming across selfish or not selfish. I don't know how else to put it. Nonetheless, let me know what you guys think. What kind of games do you guys want to see come to like your favorite console or your platform of choice? Let me know in the comments down below. Anyways, take care, guys.